What's up, everybody? X-Men coming at you today, and this time we have another Marvel Crisis Protocol video. And I didn't think we were going to get any more reveals at all for the rest of the year, but we did. Somebody out there, somebody in the world got the X-23 and honeybadger box, and they have revealed the cards and Team Tactics cards for those cards, for those models. And let me tell you, I'm a huge fan of what I'm seeing so far. If you guys can do me a favor, dislike the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. We'll have more MCP content. Just subscribe to the channel. We'll have more stuff. And hopefully I changed my mic out today. I know there's been some complaints about the audio, but I think it was something up with my mic. I don't know. I've been trying everything to improve my audio. I'm just trying out a new mic. Eventually I'm probably gonna end up maybe at some point doing like a live stream giveaway, and maybe because I need to get a new mic and camera, so I'm thinking about doing something like that where I just hand out prizes and we do donations for raffles or something like that. I don't know. I'm just spinning my head because I do need to update my equipment when it comes to this stuff. So I want to improve my quality for you guys out there that watch my videos frequently. And thank you, by the way, for the people that watch my videos frequently. It's been a great year for me for YouTube. I'm growing. We'll see what happens in the future where I go with this, we'll go with this channel, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, so let's get into it. So right now, like I said before, we got X-23 and we have honeybadger's cards revealed. Let me just see if I can get the image out here. Give me 1 second, okay? Here we go, guys. So let's get into it. This is X-23 and honeybadger, okay? So I think I talked about this in the previous video. I think I had X-23 as a 3-threat character, but like an assassin or something like that. Maybe moving long or whatever. Neither of these models move long, by the way, which is surprising. I figured one of these will be like the Nebula, and one of them is, by the way, which is really interesting. So let's get into X-23 here first. Health 5, moves medium, size 2, threat 3. She's a threat 3, 332 for defense. Lower on the mystic defense, just like Wolverine is. Adamantium slash, range 2, 5 die, physical attack, no power costs. After attack is resolved, gain power to equal damage dealt. On the wild, you get pierce and bleed, similar to Wolverine. Not much to talk about there. Claw rush, range 3. 6 physical dice, 2 power costs. Very cheap for a spender, by the way. After this attack is resolved, this character may move medium. Now, this is really cheap, and this is a way to keep Laura in the game, by the way. This reminds me, this is basically Steel Rush. Zemo has this, except the difference between Zemo and X-23, and I think this is why they didn't make X-23 move long. They wanted somebody, they wanted to make this difference, so they're like, okay, we'll make X-23 move medium instead of Zemo moving long. Instead of having 2 Zemos, we got 1. Granted, she doesn't have rerolls or whatever, but you get the point. This is basically Steel Rush, and it pretty much does, I think, the same thing. I think, no, on Zemos does a bleed on a wild, and this does a pierce on a wild, which is that's a huge difference. I take the pierce any day of the week on a wild. I mean, pierce is awesome. So, and she gets to move medium. So this is a way for her to like always be in the fight. You can't really push or throw her around or anything. You can, but she can just go ahead, move, Steel Rush, get into the middle of the scrum, and just go to town. Really cool attacks here. She's already on my radar for 3 threats like that I'm gonna probably be using. And this is a nice bonus if she is X-Men and X-Force too. I mean, I think those 2 teams can benefit a lot with X-23, with what she can do here. Combine her with Zemo, man. Ooh, be nasty. Frenzy. If this character dazes or KOs, 2 power cost, so superpower. If this character dazes or KOs an enemy character with an attack during its activation, this character may use this superpower. After the attack is resolved, this character advances small. So another way for her, now she's making up for the long movement, right? That she doesn't have, right? So after she dazes her KO character, she advances small, then makes an adamantium slash attack. The superpower can be used only once per turn. So basically, this is similar to Angelic Assassin, similar to Paint the Town Red. I like this. See, this is the approach that like models that are assassins or whatever you want to call them in this game, models that are all about, you know, dazing and KOing models. This is the approach I want to see the game take rather than doing the all you've got nonsense. This makes sense to me. So if she goes and dazes a character, spends 2 power, and she gets a free attack, this is the way that it should be handled. And I'm a huge fan of this. And I'm glad Laura has it. I wish Wolverine had it, to be honest with you. I think Wolverine could have benefited a lot from this, which, you know, he can move small and then do whatever he needs to do. Granted, I still think the best of what they can do is too expensive. I think a charge should be 2 power, but whatever. I mean, that's another question that's another topic for another day. But this is really cool. I like this. Really, really cool stuff. And it's 2 power cost. It's cheap. You should be getting that easily with like doing adamantium slashes and all that stuff. So, and then we're taking damage, obviously, right? So, let's get to the innate here. It's adamantium skeleton. When determining if this character can be thrown by an effect or special rule, or when it is colliding with another character or terrain feature, this character counts as size 3. Typical. This is what Wolverine has, so not much of a shocker here. She has adamantium, right? Assassin's training. This character may reroll 1 die in attack or defense roll. This is good. See, this is what I wish the mutants did have, like an innate like this, similar to the Inhumans, right? Inhumans have an innate ability to reroll dice. X-23 has it. And dude, she's gonna be sick in any team. But I'm thinking for the X-Men in particular, like she's gonna be sick. The reroll on an attack or defense die is pretty good, right? And it's not once per turn. It's nothing like that. With X-Force, you get this and the leadership. It's really strong. Not that the leadership for X-Force is strong. No. It's this combined with the X-Force leadership is good, right? And if you combine this with Zemo, right? Like now your head starts to turn a little bit. Now you're starting to think. So it's Zemo, X-Force leadership. It's pretty good. I like that. I wish X-Men had like an innate ability, maybe not the reroll thing, but something, right? I wish they had like a mutant innate thing, you know, like the Inhumans have an inhuman thing, right? Because they can reroll it because they're inhuman. This is pretty cool. Assassin's training, like it. Big fan. Big sis. If an allied Gabriel Kinney is within 3 of this character, is damaged by an enemy effect. After the effect is resolved, this character may advance medium toward the character that damaged Gabriel Kinney. Again, another way for X-23 to get in and be that assassin type of character, that dazing and killing kind of character. It keeps her in the fight, so it makes you. This is like, it's not husband and wife, but it's a version of it. But you don't get to activate. You basically get to move, right? So. This is really cool. This is strong. This keeps X-23 in the battle as well. So you kind of keep these two together like husband and wife. Keep them both within range 3 because you want to. After I've read honeybadger's cover, we're gonna go through it in a second. You kind of want to keep these models within range 3 with each other and keep them in the battle, right? So this is really cool, right? This is amazing. Basically, I think of this. I honestly. Now that I've read both cards, we're gonna get through honeybadger in a second. To me, this is a 5-threat combined character. Like you need to take these two in tandem. I don't think there's taking one or the other. I think if you're taking X-23, you're taking honeybadger, right? So think of it as like this is not that it is a 5-threat character, but it's because you're taking 2 characters. It's a 5-threat, right? So they don't hit it like a 5-threat, but I think of it that way, right? So, really cool. I like this. This character can only move once per turn as a result of the superpower. So you can do this, on a per turn basis, which is awesome. Healing factor of 2, similar to Wolverine. Really strong. Like that. And that's it for the healthy side. I don't know if we have the injured side yet for these characters. We'll take a look at that in a second once we get through the honeybadger. Now let's go to honeybadger. Okay, she's the threat 2. We had a feeling one of these are going to be the threat 2. Honeybadger's a threat 2, and now the X-Men and X-Force have a threat 2 in their roster, and this is really good. Health 5, moves medium, size 2, threat 2. 3, 2, 2. So weaker on the energy and mystic defense side. So which is, whatever. She has a claw slash. So let's get into the range 2 attack here. So range 2, 5 dice, physical attack, game particle damage dealt. She just hands out a bleed. That's fine. That's okay. You didn't want to make all the Wolverine type of characters the same, so you had to take something out. A bleed, I'll take that. Bleed stacks up after a decent amount of time. Hamstring, range 2, 5 die. Really, a 5 die builder? I mean, not a builder, a spender. 3 power cost, kind of expensive. If this attack deals damage after the attack is resolved, the target character gains the slow and bleed special condition. Okay. So it seems like this is like a range 2. Like range. No. Let's not even get into it. All right. It's on a wild result after the attack is resolved. This character may advance medium. Jesus, that's pretty far. Craven has this, but Craven moves small. Okay. So Craven moves small. She moves medium. Again, these characters are going to be all over the place. Basically, is the mindset with this. They're going to be all over the place. Really cool. I mean, you're fishing for this basically. I mean, granted, if you do damage, slow and bleed, that's nothing to sniff at. You put that on a long mover, you put that on a medium mover, and they're having a rough day. With the game, right? You put a slow on Zemo. I mean, that's tough. Characters like that, you know what I mean? So this is pretty good. I mean, range 2, 3 power cost, not too expensive. So interesting stuff here. She has nothing to place within 1, by the way, which I find interesting. Neither does Laura as well. But the fact that they have these movement shenanigans, I don't think they need it, right? So let's go to 2 dangerous to ignore. 2 power costs. When an enemy character within 2 of this character targets another allied character with an attack, this character may use a superpower. So she has a bodyguard. She has a bodyguard. And it's within 2 of this character. When an enemy character, so it's similar to Luke Cage's bodyguard, and Luke Cage's bodyguard has really grown on me. This is a 2 threat that has it. I'm a fan. I like that. So she has a bodyguard. Okay. Not bad. Ankle biter, I think that's what that says. This character cannot contest or interact with or hold objective tokens. So she's similar to Nebula with that rule with the 2 threat, because Nebula can't interact or hold objective tokens. So she's not an objective runner. She's basically attacking you the entire time. That's it. Of course, I think Nebula does it better because Nebula moves long and can get within 3 and do a blaster pistol with no problem. Honeybadger moves medium and has to be within range 2. So she does it inefficiently. Nebula does it efficiently, right? Because of the move long. I thought maybe Honeybadger can use the move long here, but it is what it is. So she has that. So let's keep reading this. Additionally, when an enemy character within 1 of this character is attacked by another allied character, this is what I mean. She needs to be in your face. She's the in your face character. By another allied character, the enemy character rolls 1 less defense die. So basically, this is an incinerate if you are within 1 of another character that you're attacking. So basically, the whole concept of these 2 characters if you're taking them together, even if you take, now here's the thing, if you're taking Honeybadger by herself, she's rather useful to you because of the fact that you can just throw her in within 1 of a character, they're rolling 1 less defense die. You combo that with incinerate. I can see that. I can see her being really strong on demon portals, right? Granted, you got to be, she's gonna die, but I mean, you throw her within 1 of someone, and if you can lower the defense die along with the incinerate, I mean, you can probably daze and KO a lot of characters. I mean, daze and KO that character rather fast. Not a lot of characters, but that character that you're planning this for. Okay, so. That's pretty cool. So this character, you just want to just get in their face and be done with it, right? You're not holding Honeybadger back. And what I like about the fact you don't have to worry about objectives with her. Her job is to get on somebody and be annoying, basically bodyguarding and being within 1 and lowering the defense die and all this other kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's really cool. I'm a huge fan of that. So now she has something here called lucius. I mean, big sis. This is little sis. I said lucius. I'm an idiot. Little sis. If an ally Laura Kinney within 3 of this character is damaged by an enemy effect, after the effect is resolved, this character may advance medium. So now she has the same thing as Laura. And now they both have movement shenanigans. So if you're, man, this is going to be crazy. Like how to play these characters. This is going to be really interesting on how to play Honeybadger in X-23. This is nuts. The movement shenanigans that they both have, the fact that they take damage and they can just move medium. I mean, you can be within 1 of a character, no problem, with how this works. With Honeybadger to lower the defense die and all that stuff. And then you can just go to town with Laura or just another character. I'm thinking of another character like Cable, who can, in X-Force, just think about it. You start doing the movement shenanigans with Honeybadger and X-23. Because remember, if X-23 gets damaged, Honeybadger moves. So Honeybadger moves, gets in, and probably can get within 1 of a character. And then from there, Cable can just start popping shots on that character. That character rerolls. That character's rolling 1 less defense die. If they have incinerate, that's 2 less defense die, and then you can just basically daze or KO character that easily. Granted, dice have to be rolled, right? But I mean, if you're lowering defense die, your chances are a lot higher. This is pretty strong. I mean, I'm liking this. I think you take this in tandem, like I said. I think you can get away with taking Honeybadger by herself in certain situations, but I think they just work so well together. I don't think you can separate them, which is good. I like that. For five threat, that's not bad. It's not expensive. I mean, if it was 6 or 7, I'm like, but 5, that's pretty cheap. I mean, you can still throw in a Cable at 5. You're at 10 points. You got and on a 15 threat, you got 5 points left to go. Think about that. 16 threat, right? You get 6 points left to go. This is pretty good. I mean, I'm assuming they're on X-Force. I'm assuming. I mean, and I'm pretty sure X-Men, right? We don't know where they're affiliated. So this is really cool and interesting stuff. I'm excited for these characters. I mean, my mind is going nuts with this. I might have to rethink an X-Force roster with this. Assuming they're affiliated, right? Because I mean, X-Force has some pretty decent tactics cards. With this, I mean, this is pretty good. I'm a huge fan of this right now. A big thumbs up to AMG. I was not. I mean, I didn't know who Honeybadger is, or whatever. X-23. I know who she is. I'm a fan of Laura Kinney. But I'm stoked for this box right now. I'm really happy for this box. I'm hoping this drops Q1 of next year. I'm hoping. Let's get these models out here fast. All right. So let's get to, I don't think the injured side for these models have been shown. I'm going through my thing here where I'm seeing this, and I'm not going to show you where I'm seeing this. But we have the tactics cards. We have 2 in this box, and one of them is called Wolverines. One of them is called Jonathan the Unstoppable. So let's show you Wolverines, okay? Let's go to Wolverines here. James Logan Howlett and Laura Kinney may spend 3 power each to play this card. While Logan and Laura are within 2 of each other, they cannot be pushed or thrown, which is huge. They cannot be pushed or thrown by enemy effects. Okay? They may reroll any number of attack dice, and after an attack targeting either of them is resolved, the attacking character suffers 1 damage if it did not daze or KO the target character. This effect lasts until the end of the round. Rerolls upon rerolls upon rerolls upon rerolls. Guys, that's what this is. Okay. Now, granted, both Logan and Laura need the power to do this. You could find your way to get power. I mean, this isn't the end of the world here. So if they're targeted by after an attack targeting them is resolved, if you don't daze or KO them, you just take a damage, and they can reroll all their attack dice. So if you're playing X-Force, you play this, right, which forces you to bring Wolverine. Now, if you start thinking about, let's start thinking about a core roster, right? You're playing X-Force. Think about this. 5 is Cable. Laura and Honey Badger is another 5. That's 10. You take, in an 18 threat game, you can take Wolverine and Colossus. Okay? Yeah, fastball special. Throw a character. And then Wolverine does an attack. Like, basically, Wolverine. You activate Wolverine. You basically activate Wolverine. You play fastball special. Throw Wolverine at somebody. They get thrown. They take damage. Wolverine activates. Does an attack. Gets power, right? And then Laura and Honey Badger get to play. And then Laura and Honey Badger find a way to, their ways to get power. And then at a crucial point in the game, you play this. And then you stack on the rerolls with X-Force. Like, and on top of that, Laura has a reroll. They're going to be dazing and killing a lot of miles. Dude, I'm just thinking about this for X-Force. For X-Men, same thing. Except you're going to have a lot more points because you're going to be playing Storm. You're going to be playing Storm at a 3 threat. So right now, Storm, Laura, Honey Badger is 8. And from there, if you're playing 18 threat, you got 10 points to go. So, man, dude, I think the X-Men wide list, this card is interesting. This is not, by the way, notice, this is not, this is an unaffiliated card. This is not affiliated. So you can play this wherever you want. Avengers. This is pretty good. This is really good, actually. This is really good. As I keep thinking about it in my head, and I'm making, this makes, dude, Wolverine. Maybe there's a reason why they made the best at what I could do 3 power. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a method to the madness here. Because they knew these cards were coming out. This is pretty good. Guys, I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. This is amazing. This is some cool shit. Let's get to Jonathan the Unstoppable. That Wolverine's card's insane. All right, Honey Badger may spend 2 power to play this card. Now, again, you're wondering to yourself, I only have 5 tactics card slots. Where am I going to fit all this? You'll find a way. You'll find a way. Don't worry about it. Honey Badger may spend 2 power to play this card. Place a Jonathan token within one of this character, within one of Honey Badger. While this Jonathan token is in play, it contests objective tokens. Now, why that's cool is Honey Badger cannot contest objectives as we saw in her card. This gives her a way to contest an objective and score points and not worry, and then let her play her game, right? So the problem with Nebula is when you get late in the game and you need to interact with an objective, she has an issue. She can't do it. So you basically sometimes just auto lose if you can't flip a switch, if you can't flip an objective or whatever the case may be, or pick something up to end the game. That's where Nebula's downfall is as a character. She has a lot of upside, but that is her downfall late in the game. If you're not dazing or KOing models and up on attrition, Nebula becomes a liability at that point. So this doesn't make Honey Badger a liability, right? So let's take a look at this. So you can contest objective tokens as if it were an injured allied character. So now the character's injured, right? So if you're contesting with another character, that other character will always win because you're injured, okay? But it doesn't matter. If there's an objective out there that nobody can get to, right? And you need to score this point while going and doing your thing, you just play it, plop Jonathan the Unstoppable on the objective, and then you can just score your point, not have to worry about it. And then from there, go and do your thing with Honey Badger. This is this is a very unique card. So if an enemy character ends a movement within one of this token, remove it from the battlefield. This is this is important. So now because this token is contesting an objective, characters will always be, and I mean always be within one outside of characters like Toad, because they can contest within 2 and get to a certain angle and not be within 1 of Jonathan the Unstoppable. Eyes on the Prize is another way to counter this, if you really want to. But you have to find an angle where, actually, hold on a minute. I say that? Maybe not. Let me not put my foot in my mouth. Let me test this when I get a chance, and then we'll see if there's counterplay to this. There's a reason why I'm trying to come up with something to counterplay this, right? Because during the cleanup phase, if an allied honey badger is on the battlefield and there is no allied Jonathan token on the battlefield, you may return this card to your available team tactics cards. This card may be played again this game. So if you get rid of Jonathan the Unstoppable while honey badger's on the field, so now you have to KO, which isn't hard, by the way. You can daze or KO honey badger with no problem, by the way. It's not a big, she's not easy, she's very easy to kill. But if she's on the battlefield and you get rid of Jonathan the Unstoppable, the card comes back and it gives honey badger again another opportunity to play the card, contest an objective out there that contest an objective out there that no one's contesting or whatever, score your points and still play the game and not worry about that point. That's really important in the game at that point. So this card is interesting. This card is really good. I mean, where Nebula, I think they thought about where Nebula's downside is as a character, and they're like, okay, we do want to make another character like Nebula, right? Like an assassin type that can't get objectives but can do some stuff. But they're like, Nebula's downside is she can't contest anything. So late in the game, like I said, if there's a situation where you need to score, you can't with her. She has no way to do it. Honey Badger does. So I like this. This is really cool. This is an interesting tactic card. I don't know if it's going to be an auto include kind of thing with Honey Badger. I don't know yet. We have to sit and play and play test and figure it out. But this card's definitely going to be fun to play, especially when, like I said, if you're in a situation where you need to contest, then it's late in the game and you need to do something. There you go. Right? Now, the question about this card is that I think Jonathan can contest like secure. Can Jonathan roll dice for like flips? I don't think so. I think this is going to be rather strong, unlike secures, like a D secure or something like that, where one's just, no one's near the D secure. Maybe Honey Badger's there for some reason, and nobody's near there for your opponent to contest that one, and then you just plop this there, and then okay, there's your point. Maybe something like that. This is interesting. This is a really good card. I mean, the tactics cards that came with this box, that are coming with this box, are insane. Are just insane. And I'm really happy with Laura and X-23. Let me just ask a question. I need to find out if there's a difference on the injured side of these of the cards. I don't think so. If they haven't shown the injured side, I'm pretty sure they're very, very similar. I don't see any right now. I don't see anything posted on the injured side, so I don't know if anything's changed here. But I gotta say, man, if you're an X-Force player, if you're an X-Men player right now, man, I would love to see how these models fit in their roster and what they do, to be honest with you, because these X-23 and Honey Badger are pretty damn good, right? They're pretty good. I'm a huge fan of what I'm seeing here from both characters, and my mind is racing with ideas for these two, and just to be a menace on the battlefield, basically. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. That's all I got today. I mean, this is rather exciting today. This isn't just all. I mean, this is a lot. This is insane. I'm pretty sure AMG is gonna be pissed that these got leaked. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how these are getting out there in the wild like this. But they are. Somebody's getting their hands on them. Somebody's doing something. I see it. I'm gonna report it. I see it. I'm gonna talk about it. Not report it. I'm gonna talk about it. Right. I'm not gonna wait. Like this is what I do. I mean, I see something out there. I want to get it out to the people. I want to give my thoughts and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So this is really exciting. Let me know your thoughts down below about X-23 and Honey Badger. Let me know your thoughts down below about the Tactics cards as well. And well, give me your, I mean, tell me your thoughts. Like, tell me your rosters with these characters too. I mean, I want to hear the X-Force and X-Men players talk to me out there. Like, what are you thinking? I'm thinking you're playing on X-Men for sure. You're playing a wider. You're going wide, right? You're going wide. X-Force probably can't go as wide because you want the leadership. You want Cable. But I think with X-Men, you go wide and you just go to town, right? And basically your movement shenanigans are with X-23 and Honey Badger. And if they don't attack them, I mean, that's even worse. I mean, I don't even think it's worse. It's just they're going to be just carving up the battlefield, especially with Wolverines and all that stuff. So, man, this is exciting, guys. I'm excited. This is just insane. What a year for Marvel Crisis Protocol, and 2022 is looking to be brighter. Have a wonderful, blessed day out there, guys. If you guys can, subscribe to the channel down below, like, dislike, comment, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on these, on everything I saw here. This is insane. Take care. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Be safe. Happy holidays. And I'll definitely let you know about my ideas for giveaways. Right now I need to get things together. Right now I'm just trying to raise money for a brand new microphone and camera. Won't be too expensive, but I'm gonna see if I can get some prizes for you guys and like do a raffle and all that. But I need to put everything together. Now we'll do a YouTube video later on talking about what we're gonna do for that. Take care, guys. Be safe out there. Keep playing MCP, okay? Bye-bye.